Okay, hello, wonderful peoples. How are you doing? It has been a while, so I thought let's catch up. The theme of today is Amakuru, means how are you doing? Right now it's 9:45 p.m. in Kigali. Where are you from, and where are you watching from, and what time is it over there? Please let me know in the comment sections. I always like to know who's watching. Let me just wait a minute until some people come in because it's late. I have not had dinner yet. I'll be eating if you don't mind. Oh yes, hello brother. Hi, how you doing? How you doing, Mimi? How's the cooking going? Oh, 9:44 p.m. Are you in Kigali? Oh, welcome. And I can do this, huh? Yes, same time as in Kigali. Hey, how you doing, people? It's been a while. Hope you're all fine. People are in Kigali. As you can hear, that's us cooking. It's late, guys. It's late. We just came from running and showering and getting ready. So, hey, had to make the best of it. Leo, how you doing, my brother? Yeah, how's everyone doing? Today is just going to be a bit of a catch up. It's late. We're having some dinner while we catch up. Brandon, oh my God, you guys, it's afternoon. You have the whole time ahead of you. You have something? This is why I don't like eating in front of a camera. I'm always afraid of food falling, but even though I'm not like that. Mimi, you are in Belgium. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, we're in the same time zone now, right? So it was good. How you doing, guys? So it's been a while. It's been a second. Over here, things are still kind of going on great. Thank you very much. Hello, Lydia. How are you doing? Where are you watching from, and what time is it over there? I always like to know. Here we have Advo Fuji. So that's like an advocate for refugees, I think, right? In the USA. What time is it over there? Afro Nation, what's up, brother? Watching you. Yes, how you doing, Afro Nation? What time is it over there? All right, I'm trying myself to 24/7 live stream. That's interesting. Ego Rakoze. It's really nice. I will drop by, definitely. Yeah, I have a question. I can ask them. Yeah, sure. How are you doing? Let me know. What's your question? I'm also gonna invite some people to join on the live stream. I'd like to see some faces. I don't want to be the only one who's showing my face on the internet, guys. I'm sure you're tired of it. Hello, Shamsa. How are you doing? Yes, Remy from Belgium, of course. How you doing? So let me see. How do I invite someone? Copy link. Put it in the comments, I think. And voila. You can pin. What does it say? Oh, put user in timeout. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, I can't on. Sorry, can't put myself in timeout. Watching from Nairobi, Kenya. How is everything in Kenya? Reply to my emails. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been getting quite a lot of DMs and messages lately. I don't know what's happening. Pieces of it is happening at once. I usually do read them like at 6 a.m. in the morning when I wake up, but then the day goes by before I can reply. But don't worry, I will reply, Lydia. Hello, Gento from Nigeria. Love your videos. Thank you, Gento Paul. All right, guys. Here's the invite link in the comment section. You can join if you want, and just say, "Amakuru, how you doing? How is everything?" All right. Hi, Theo. Greetings from Dubai. Dubai. One of our most popular destinations here. This is nice. How you doing? All right. So what are Amakuru? The news. Well, there's a lot happening, guys. As you know, right here, in my case, the situation in Rwanda is still kind of the same. Lockdown is still going on. Gyms are still closed. I'm still kind of like hustling, but a lot is happening. So my side hustle of selling gym equipment is going quite well. I'm almost done through my stash, my first equipment that I bought, and then I'm gonna order a second load soon, probably by summer, hopefully, if everything goes well. So that's been going pretty well. Other than that, I've been doing personal training. Also been picking up. People tell people still want to get fit for summer. And another news, of course, now we are training for a marathon here in Kigali, 20th of June. Guys, you should join. If anyone is in Kigali, you can join, do like the 10-kilometer, or you can join the half marathon and the full marathon. So we're training with everyone here to get 10 to join at the half marathon or full marathon or 10K, whatever it is. So a lot is happening. I'm also training again 4-5 times a week. It's been a while though. Yeah. Let me get some questions. Okay, as Egyptian, we would like to start a milking processing plant in Rwanda to collect and process its products. Can I buy a condo 3-bedroom instead of renting? How will cost? Or to buy a condo 3-bedroom instead of renting? Yes, that's definitely possible. Depending on which area you want. I'm assuming that if you are in what you're doing, you will not need to be staying like within the city center of Kigali, so you can be outside of Kigali. A 3 condo of 2 bedrooms will be renting probably around $200 a month, and if you want to buy, like I said, depends on how well it is finished, it is done. It will be anywhere between $40,000 to $80,000. Not a huge price, if you ask me. But then again, I'm kind of comparing to many things. Let me just checking some other. All right. I hope that answers your question. Is the Rwandan national produce milk or cheese product? Is the Rwandan national produce milk or cheese products locally? Do you mean if they're produced locally? I have to give you a guess. How do you call that one? An educated guess. I would say no. Most likely, because of the price. They are quite cheap, so I cannot imagine that they're made locally. And even if they are made locally, they're probably not done at a very efficient pace. So there's a lot of opportunity in there if you know how to do that, how to optimize, how to mass produce. So guys, let me see. So is the business taking another shape? Which one do you like the most? Good question. No, the business is actually so she's talking about the business of the gym business. I came to Rwanda to start a business. Now that the gym I came to Rwanda to open a gym, basically my gym business. The gyms have been closed for over a year now. Now I started to do some other things closely related but not exactly the same, which is selling gym equipment now. So yes, the business is taking a different shape, but it is still connected. So if this business takes off, I can still open my own gym actually fairly easy. It's kind of like it bangs on each other. Just I don't have probably the time to start them both at the same time. But okay, time is not the issue actually. It's more the capital because the gym equipment is a capital intensive thing. You know, you when you order, there's a lot of costs that come into it. You have the transportation, you have the tax, the margins. Um, so, and by the time you spend a lot of money at once, but you get it back in small chunks because no one comes to buy your whole shipment at once it's here, right? It's small droplets. So yes, it is taking a little bit of a other shape, but it's still closely related, which I like. So in the near future, if I want to evolve, I can easily get back into the gym business. But so far, actually, I like it. I like that. I like that it's kind of staying close. The 20th of June. Would love to join for the 10K. I'm moving. Ah, great. Oh, by the way, it's 20th, not 28th. 20th. Sorry, that's my bad. English is not my first language. 20th of June. I was going on a Sunday. But if you're moving next month, that's like in a month. Oh, welcome. Always love to hear people who are moving to Rwanda. Let me know how your first experience is. Yeah, so yeah, for the people joining, we have a marathon 20th of June, training myself and also all my other clients, including my girlfriend. Everyone who's around me must be training for this marathon because when I go there, I want us to run together, not suffer alone. Lady Visionary. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to joining my chat. I know you do these live streams almost daily. I'm not good at them, guys. I always feel like I need to set up, I need to have something to talk about. But today's just been a while, so I thought, let me know, why not just catch up and just see how it's going. Thank you also for your comments, Lady Visionary. I read all the comments, by the way. Do you allow snacks, beverage vendors at the marathon? What license are required? That's a good question. You can ideally check their website, chigalimarathon.org or chigalimarathon.info. It's not my event. I'm not organizing. I'm just joining with some clients. And personally, it's going to be my first time. I'm training for the half marathon, 21 kilometers, which is 12 miles. It's going to be my first time joining. So yeah. But if I have the info, I will let you know, Lydia, in the email. Lighting is awesome. Yes, thank you, my brother. It's been a while. It came from far. All right, Dominic. Can Ugandans move? Can Ugandans really move to Kigali? Honestly, regular Ugandans are not treated any different than any other people who are moving to Rwanda. But move, I mean, you meaning relocating or like moving to, move around in Rwanda? So far as I know, there's no issue with like regular people moving to Rwanda. I know there's some issues going on with the border and the communication between Rwanda and Uganda, but honestly, I'm not the person who is usually up to date with this kind of news. But I try to follow it, so I always know when it gets really, really bad. But for now, I think it's okay. I'm obsessed about the agribusiness, seriously. Yeah, man. So people always ask me, like, where are the business opportunities? Well, there are three big business opportunities. The agriculture, definitely big one because we need to eat, and you can better have too much food than too little. And the way the population is growing here in Rwanda, it's going so fast. We need a lot of food. So if someone is in the agriculture business, ideally smart business, where you can mass produce the high volume, low price, and sell it at the low price, it's definitely needed. Personally, I'm not into that yet. but from what I'm observing around me, it is very promising, and I encourage everyone to look into it. It's okay, guys, to fail, try something, dabble into it. You never know what will come out of it in the near future, man. Technology is going to be a big part. That's one thing I can say. All right, Tina Christine, nice having your dinner. Yes, thank you. Just trying. It's just a matter of convenience, guys. It's late here. It's 10 p.m. Just came from a run. All right, let's continue with Meadow. If I'm short on finances and would like to be financed in third of the capital I am aiming for, do you think it's worth it? Involving tax? Whew. Listen, Meadow, if you really want an answer to this, I'll need to sit down and calculate it and give you an honest answer, because I don't like throwing out numbers that I've not researched, that I can back up. I would say book a session. The first 15 minutes are free. We can talk about it, and if you want some in-depth answer, we can do definitely a consultancy for an hour or so. I can give you my best advice. For now, I don't go into details in lives like this, because I don't want to be wrong, and I don't want to give the wrong information to other hundreds of people who might be watching. All right, watching from Ottawa. Vite Yanis, Amakuru. How are you guys doing? One time is it in Ottawa? Oh, thank you. People loving the setup. Yeah, man, it's not easy. This is just our regular small apartment. We have to set up. Basically, the whole house is kind of like blocked. And if you are quiet, this mic is very sensitive. You can hear my girlfriend in the background talking. Yes, Vite. Janus Gaming. What time is it in Ottawa? Agriculture is a must. Start soon. Definitely. So you have agriculture, you have the, water supply, and you have energy. These are the three kings, man. But I would say, if you have time, like, look into it, invest some time, start small, start like a bell pepper, gas. How you call it? Those houses where you build specific fruits, or like one thing that I thought of. One of these kiwi, the kiwi fruit, nowhere to be found in Kigali, and I know it comes from Australia originally, but I like how much effort or capital would it take to plant some of those. Agriculture is definitely going to be king. People, we need food. There's not enough food. It's not produced at a high enough rate. So yeah. How can I join your training group? I took a room in Chimura. Bon appetit. Yes. Oh, you are more than welcome to join Golden Tree. Ideally, go to Chigali Fit. Instagram. Instagram is the best. Or chigalifit.com. You'll see a 10K challenge with all the instructions on how you can join. We are training now mostly online. For the people in Kigali, we do meet like once or twice a week to do some specific running. It's all outside, nothing major. Gyms are closed, so you gotta do something. All right. Planning long visit to Kigali and working remotely. How's internet in most hotels? Definitely up for half marathon. Come join me, man. The half marathon thing is gonna kill me. My longest distance so far that I've done was 14K in training, and it killed me. So I can't imagine how 20K is gonna be. Internet in most hotels. I would say it's quite good. I'll be honest. The hotels they're stepping up their game. Hotels are being built left and right, so therefore there's a lot of hotels, and they are emphasizing on having some good connection internet, because Rwanda is setting itself up as a international hub for conferences and everything. So there's a lot of hotels, and then you should watch the space next month. There will be like Chogum, a very big international event for where most hotels are going to be sold out. So the internet is becoming quite good, to be honest. I have internet at home now, fiber, since mid last year in the pandemic. I was lonely and I was finishing all my bundles here. So I installed some fiber internet and now I'm good. So I work from home mostly. But before that, I always had to work like in hotels and cafeterias and stuff like that. So I would say it's quite good. You know, just don't go to the cheapest of the cheapest, of course, but the general. So far, I've seen it. It's working. All right, Yanis, how old are you? And tell me, what time is it in Ottawa? Let me see. Bon appetit. Merci, brother or sister. Oh, you told me. Okay, it's 4 p.m. Wow, guys. Can't believe I'm going to bed and you guys are still, up. About the Rwandan genocide. What about it? Okay, what are your thoughts on the Rwandan genocide? Man, I just made a whole video about it. But I guess this is also a very uh, open subject. So unless if you're asking a specific question, I cannot really go into that. Um, Let me see. Yeah, no kiwis, grapes. No, no, not at all. All right, Brandon. How common is it for Rwandans to market their web-based businesses service to American? Good question, Brandon. It's actually not very common. There are very few people who are doing it. Mm, Mostly Americans, people who have been in America. Mm, there are some challenges here in Rwanda when you want to do something aiming at the export market, mainly because the attention to detail in Western countries is very high. So here, people will make you something, it will be good, but the packaging might just be like awful, misspelling anything or leaving out some stuff. Um, so there's an issue. But if you have some American or some foreign people, someone who's been abroad for a while, they come to Rwanda and they do it with that lens, yes, there's a high success of chance. But then there's the challenge of getting it out. So depending on what you have, if it's going to be products or service, yeah, there's a big opportunity over there. But so far, I've not seen anyone who has really flourished. I know that people were selling coffee. Coffee is going really well right now in Kigali. Um, People try to do some produce. Clothing is also mixed results. So far, yeah, in my personal experience, from what I've seen up close, coffee has done it very well to America and even Europe and other countries. How come Rwandans don't do as well as the Kenyans in running marathons, yet they are also Highland people? Good question. I honestly think the Kenyans they have their own world of running. Mm. Let me explain. Have you ever wondered why most fast runners come from Jamaica? It's not because the Jamaican blood has something very specific in it that makes you run faster. It is because they have a system, a curriculum, a way which they scout talent from a young age, their facilities. So if every person with an ounce of talent of running will be picked up very fast in Jamaica, very, very fast, because of the system that is built over there. In Kenya, I believe it is the same thing, though I'm not an expert on that. But all I can say is from the Rwandan side, in Rwanda, it's kind of like it has everything. It has a bit of everything. We have some running, we have some athletics, we have some CrossFit, we have some soccer, we have some basketball. Everything is a little bit of here and there. We are yet to really focus on one thing that will make us number one in the world. Of course, that's not something that one person decides. It's going to be a group effort, I would say. But running used to be good in high jumps, but I don't know what happened to that sport. To be honest, I don't know if anyone picked it up. So yeah, the Kenyans have a better system, better. It's also just has a better name in running. So a lot of foreign athletes come there to train. So yeah, I would say I myself, if I would want to run fast, I would also go to Kenya right now. Is it possible to lease agricultural land for a period of time? The quick answer is yes, it is possible, depending on how long you want it. All right. Good to know, Yanis. Good to know. Okay. Hussein, what are your views on returning stolen Rwandan loot in Europe? Hmm. I don't think we have a lot of stolen Rwandan route in Europe. It is mostly from West Africa, Benin, Ghana, Senegal, those countries. They have a lot of stolen routes that is what's been said there. Rwandans, not that I'm know of that much, to be honest. All right, Cynthia Graham was in Rwanda November 20 to December 2020. Stayed at Heaven Boutique Hotel. Lovely, beautiful city, safe. Can't wait to come back. Theo, you should host meetups, regular meetups. Ah, all right, regular meetups like this. No problem. You say it, I will do it. Um, also, Cynthia, what someone recently asked me, I should host some kind of like gathering where mostly some people who want to meet the Rwandan partner show up. I was like, yeah, because there are some people interested in marrying a Rwandan woman or marrying a Rwandan man. And in my old videos, I used to talk about love and dating women, dating Rwandan women, dating Rwandan men. But now it's becoming more and more people are opting for that. So when you say meetup, I thought like, maybe we should organize that kind of meetup too as well for like single people. Just an idea. Don't quote me on it. Yeah. Are there any more in Rwanda? Yes, we have several actually right now, and more are coming and being built. Like your videos. Thank you, Isra. Thank you very much. Did you read the new Rwanda news report? Not yet. It's on my reading list. Just arrived. Yes, welcome. Thank you, Leslie. All right. Sorry, I didn't. When I get 20, I'll come to Rwanda to live. Yes, you are welcome. I would like to see you also. Hit me up. I agree with you that you said that the true Rwandans we used to be good in high jumping. Yes, we used to be good, right? And there's an interview I did with the founder of Imano. He's an athletic coach from the USA. So, and I believe he also doing something to that. I was hoping he can revive it, but then I think the problem is bigger than him. It's yeah. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah. Hmm. Do you offer tours of Kigali? Yeah, I not personally, but yes, I do assist in that. I'm getting a lot of connections right now, and I know places to go. But yeah, listen, if I'm free, we can go for a tour, no problem. But I know people who are making a true business out of it and who have the full details, who can bring you to the most secluded places, to the most local places. It's becoming a nice thing. It's really there's this guy I saw who in Nyamirambo who does that for a living. He basically just hooks up with someone and just comes with you for like 5 days. He takes you everywhere from market to hiking routes to convention center, and he gives you all the stories around it. It's amazing. I like that kind of tourism. Consular Iwase, I've learned so much about home from you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hope to do this a lot longer. Sorry for going on about the running, but would you be interested in starting a running club? No worries, man. I love running. I love sports. Actually, you're the only one who's asking these very sports specific questions. It is my background, and it's also what I've studied. Um, yes, actually, I would. I'm actually more thinking of uh, um, like like a running course for beginners, and then have the more advanced people arrange like a meetup for them, because I do feel they can, there are more expert people out there they just need to come together and they'll figure it out, you know. And in the future, we might maybe invite one of these Kenyan top runners and to come and teach us a lesson or two how to actually run, things like that. But it all depends on the interest. The more people join in, the more likely things will happen, for sure. How is the internet? Well, internet's good. Can you see right now? I mean, I don't know from you guys, but for me, I'm not having any interruption or anything. Mm-mm. Anyone wants to join, let me know. You can check the comment section below. Okay, hello. That's not a bad idea. Meetups or single, or just in general for your followers to meet you after things cool off. All right, Cynthia, you got it. Either one of the two. Meet up with followers, meet up with singles. Maybe we can just combine it. Yeah, hopefully, during this year or so, people be vaccinated enough so that we can kind of meet up. Welcome. Thank you. All right. Ufti. Don't know what that means. What are your views on the policies that we are put in place by the government regarding COVID pandemic? Who? All right. My views about it. Well, to be honest, the only way to judge it is to compare it to other countries, right? Because I can say, oh, this is bad. Don't like staying at home. But then if you see that everyone else in the world is kind of staying at home, then it makes sense, right? So my views about it's like they did their best. That's the way I can talk about it. See, every country has their own unique struggles and things and focus that they put on. And here in Rwanda, they they were quite strict from day one. After the first case had ended around like a week later, bam, went into lockdown. Like no other country did that, I think. No, there were some countries that did it even before, I know, but you know. But looking back at it, I'm just thinking, well, if they did not do that, they could almost impossibly control people if it had started to spread faster. So they were like kind of like preventative. So I find them to be quite strict, quite harsh, you know, but at the same time, like, yeah, this is Rwanda, this is the challenge that they have no real, this is the best way to kind of contain it, just to be better too strict than too loose, actually. So yeah, I find them to be strict, but I don't disagree with them. All right, if anyone wants to join, right here is the link in the comments. All right, as someone coming to start work there, how does one get a good one bedroom? Oh, I did make a video on how to get a house, but in general, like I said, you either hire a commissioner who does the searching for you. You either search for yourself and then call on Facebook. Usually, there are links for these houses, and a commissioner is there, so you just pay for a visitation, which is around $10 or so. Or you go knocking into neighborhoods. If you're looking for one bedroom apartment, and I think it will be, yeah, I think the best you can do is just to look via Facebook or something like that. Yes, you can. All right, let me watching from Kenya. I have not yet to catch up with the discussion, but I'm loving it. All right, thank you. Yes, there's no discussion. I'm just catching up, answering some questions to see what's going on. Hello, my brother. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? You can't unmute your guest because they've chosen. You need to unmute yourself if you want to speak. What is your name and where are you watching from? Hello. Sieves. Looks like Sieves is gone. All right. Kagawo Cedric, how is it to be a YouTuber in Rwanda? That is a good question, guys. I can write a book about that. One second, let me. All right. So, being a YouTuber in Rwanda, it's so funny. Rwanda is so small that you know each other too well. Like my neighbor is close to probably one of my relatives that I don't know. So being a YouTuber is the same thing. A lot of people watch my videos, but at the same time, not everyone watches my video. So therefore, I can walk into a mall and the people in front of me, they don't know me, but the people they came with, they have seen some of my videos. And then the typical Rwandan way is that some people might look at you and recognize you, but not say anything. But once in a while, someone will say a thing. So it's always so funny when I'm walking around And oh yeah, I forgot to ask to say that Rwandans also like to stare, right? Like I've mentioned this in all my videos. So whenever I'm walking like inside a mall, a Rwandan would stare, and then I ask myself, are they staring because they've seen me on YouTube, or are they just staring because they're Rwandans? And it's until this day I've not figured out what it is, how to distinguish the two of them. Like you're staring because you've seen my face somewhere before, you're asking yourself what's going on, or you're staring because you're Rwandan. So yeah, it's funny in a way. It's like you're not known enough, but you're also too known by too many people already. Hey buddy, watching from Uganda. Hey, how you doing, Uganda? By the way, fun fact: did you know that my last name is Mutesa? It's from Uganda, from a Ugandan king. So I always feel like I have a connection with Uganda somehow. Watching from Kenya too. Love, yes. All right, man, guys. I'm planning to go to Kenya within the next 2 years or so. It has to happen. Love from India. Yes, India. One of my big countries that watches as well. And just listening to instant questions. Yes, always. All right, we have someone from ATL. That's Atlanta, right? America. What time is it in Atlanta? You have people watching from Angola. Where is it? Rwanda. And then, all right, Consoling. Do you find Rwandan YouTubers are more supportive of each other or competitive? That's a good question. Let me also get a bite for this one. Well, in my experience, most YouTubers are on their own path. Yeah, everyone is kind of doing their own thing. I know YouTube is such a public thing to do, but most of us, you are just. It's a lot of work to do this, to put yourself out there, and to meet up with other people. It does not happen automatically. So I would say, in my experience, they are not supportive, but they're also not competitive. They're just not into each other's business. I do try to meet once in a while with a few, and I do get some people who DM me for like collaboration, but it rarely actually happens. Mostly it's because we're too busy, and you want to do something nice and cool, and yeah. See, like if it was easy, we'll all be pumping videos out every day. That's just not the case. So I wish I want to do it also more, but at the same time, also I like the time, I like the the idea. So what I'm gonna do with these people. But I think it's gonna happen. And also, don't forget, most YouTubers, like I'm into Rwanda and information, and other one might be into chilling and makeup, and other might be just like um, typical Rwandan content, interviewing like Rwandan artists and stuff like that in Rwanda. So it's quite different, I would say. All right, Theo, do you feel like 100% Rwandan, or do you feel like a foreign Kigali? That's a good question. So when I came here, I felt like 50% Rwandan and 50% foreigner, to be honest, because though I'm born and raised in Rwanda for a small majority of my time, but I'm still my parents are Rwandan, my siblings are Rwandan, like I started my life as a Rwandan, and I grew up with the Rwandan culture. But so living in the Netherlands, in Europe, I always felt like I am like I'm not European, of course, and I was okay with that, because no one's gonna treat me European, because the way I look. When I came here, I thought I was gonna feel at home right away. That did not happen. I figured out actually I'm more European than African. I'm more Dutch than Rwandan, and this had to do with the fact that, yeah, how can you call it? Yeah, it's like nurture and nature, So I had to kind of like ease myself into it to make it happen, which I did. At the end of the day, I did. But now, after 2 years, I can say I am 90% Rwandan and 10% foreign. I still have it in me when I go somewhere. When someone is late, it irritates me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? But it's coming more and more. And, the more you become known with the things, the more things don't irritate you. But it doesn't go like that. All right. Is whole of Rwanda as clean as Kigali? That's a good question. Uh, okay. The true answer is probably no. No, Kigali is the cleanest. The rest of Rwanda is clean. Kigali, in our Rwandan culture, we like to treat our guests well. So Kigali is the place that receives a lot of our guests. So it is super clean. But the whole theme continues throughout the country. So one of the reasons why Kigali is clean, of course, is also because it is one of the most heavily invested cities in the country. We have a lot of tarmac roads, a lot of trees, palm trees. So it's easier to clean these kind of streets to make them look good. Even though when I go outside of Rwanda, the streets are also clean there, so you'll not find any plastic bags or whatsoever. But they don't just have the same appeal as Kigali. Are you staring because you are Rwandan? Yes, I am. All right. Thank you for the honest answer. I pray you continue to grow your business endeavors, Flosh. Yes, thank you very much. I hope so too. What are the most common languages spoken in the streets? In the streets, the most common language spoken is Kinyarwanda. Definitely Kinyarwanda. And then English, and then I would say French, and then some places you find some Swahili and other small languages, but yeah, in that order. All right, how did your Rwandan friends react to your new hairstyle when you decided to put on dreadlocks? Actually, I've gotten some positive remarks from almost everyone. Only maybe one time I went to visit on us, and an uncle was like, "Theo, what is that? What is on your head?" But I've reacted. I've gotten some great responses. I'm like, "Why didn't I put this on earlier?" But then I know, oh yeah, I know why I didn't put it. I didn't really have enough inspiration until I came to Rwanda. My food has gotten cold, man. All right, guys. Finishing up. Anyone has a dying question? Now's the time. May I ask your age? Yes. I'm 32, guys. It's gonna be my birthday in 2 weeks or so. Might do a live stream as well. This is quite nice. All right. What documents do they ask while buying a house? Well, that's a good question, but there are no specific document. No, I'll get back to you on that one. Because yes, I know it's not that complicated, but I don't want to say some wrong answer about that. But when you're buying a house, usually the documents that are needed are the documents from the previous owner. So they need to have the land title and everything. So it's a list. But yeah, that was good video idea, because I'm also interested myself. Where have you learned English? I learned English in Europe, in the Netherlands. The Netherlands, they speak Dutch, but they teach you English at school. So yeah, that's how I learned it. Are there spaces to run and work out in Kigali, or just gyms? There are some spaces. There's this. That's a good question, actually, because there are some new spaces I've discovered that have been dubbed workout spaces, but they're not really designed for that, because people are now running outside and just finding a spot where they meet and they do some activity stuff. But other than that, we are yet to really have enough parks that we can do all those kind of crazy stuff. With everything that's going on in the world, have you found there's been any sort of increase in the awareness of mental health or self-care in general? I know mental health isn't really spoken on. Well, here in Rwanda, mental health is a thing. As you know, it's been like 27 years since the genocide against the Tutsis happened. So many of the people who experienced those things are still alive, actually. I would say almost a third of the country. So there's some kind of trauma that we have all as a nation. But if you're not traumatized yourself, you know someone who is traumatized. So when people talk about mental health issue because of COVID or because of lockdown, it's nowhere near of the other issues that Rwandans had to deal with post genocide. So there's not a lot of talk, but there's not a lot of talk because we are Rwandans are more resilient because they have had worse things to deal with. But of course, within those population who have had to deal with those things, there are some who have deteriorated. They become even worse, especially in this month. Because I do remember when we were, before COVID, in this month of April, when we were mourning, and when you go out and you see so many other people, it's like a way of sharing the pain. So you feel it less. Now that we cannot go out and do those things, I can imagine that it has gotten worse. But to answer your question, the answer is no. There's no much more talk about it, but there's a whole bunch of issues underlying that. All right. Have you ever been to Musanze? If so, how was your experience and would you recommend it? Yes, I've been to Musanze several times. I would definitely recommend it. Musanze is becoming the number 2 city of Kigali. There's a lot of investments into housing, into roads, mostly because that's also it's going to become the more touristic area because of the gorillas are there. So there are also more new lodges that have been built around there, like breathtaking lodges, like inside the woods. I've had people tell me that they go to a lodge and then they have to park their car on a hill and then go into another car that has like a 4x4 because it's still pure nature. Yeah, so it's a nice place to live, in more quiet, but it's also highly developing. So it's also a good place for business, especially touristic business, I would say. Which is the best time to visit Kigali as a tourist? The best time to visit Kigali, I would say, around June, July. It is usually internationally also more of the vacation kind of month. It's it's hot, but not too hot. Right now we're in rain season, so you never know. Sometimes last week, 3 days ago, it started raining at like 5 a.m. like brrr, and then we woke up basically because we were like, oh, what is going on? It's rained for like a whole hour. So yeah. Anyway, no live stream. Look who's there. No live stream on your birthday this year. We'll celebrate together. Yes, we can celebrate together on a live stream, right? Do you understand Kinyarwanda thoroughly? I would like to say so, yeah. Now, especially now that I've been living here, it's becoming even more. And now also my understanding more of the slang it has improved, which is quite good. But no one's gonna pay me for that, I guess. There's no winter, so everything is cool deep. Okay, I don't know what that means. Olivier, hoe gaat het met jou? Gaat goed, Olivier. Hoe gaat het met jou dan? Yeah. Okay, some final questions, guys, and then we're gonna head to bed. It's late here. It's almost 10:30. Okay. Some final questions. Let me see. Hardcore asks Shaka Zulu, do you miss the Netherlands and how much are the taxes on companies in Rwanda? Good question. So, do I miss the Netherlands? I've had this question asked before, and the simple answer is actually no. Not because there's something like really wrong with the Netherlands or anything. Okay, there is something wrong, but I did not leave the Netherlands because I hated it. I left because there was something else that I liked. But the Netherlands is still cool. Amsterdam, I grew up there. There was a movie I was watching recently, a Dutch movie, and it plays mostly in Amsterdam, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I remember those places. So the Netherlands is cool, but I don't miss it. I've lived there quite long enough. I'll maybe visit it once a year, and that will be more than enough. I wish I knew Kinyarwanda. Wow, you are 14. You can still learn it. It's not over yet. All right. Do you plan to do some entertaining challenges on streets in Rwanda? Example, bar challenge, 100 seconds. Good question, man. I've seen those videos, and I think they will be hilarious if I would do them in Rwanda. Man, people will go crazy, man. 100 seconds for 100K. Yeah. But but the thing is, the bar, it's a special bar. It's not like any regular bar. It's like a bar that kind of like slides, that spins. You have to build it, and it's something else. I've purposely kind of stayed away into the whole manufacturing of gym equipment, because I also have a high standard of how the gym equipment needs to be. So until I find someone who I can rely on to build such stuff, I'm not gonna go into the details of building those equipment. So yes, I've thought about it. To answer your question, I'm just lacking some, some partners. Basically, I need somewhere I can get those things. Then I'm willing to organize all the stuff, the stands and the recording of it and sharing of it. I can do all of that. Oh, my chair is slipping the whole time, man. All right, guys. Yes, heading to the final questions. Every time when I say final questions, that's when I get even more questions. Good night. Yes, Manamuche, thank you. My family has a house in Yamata. Good spot, definitely. Rain in Kigali is like a tornado. Let me see. Okay. How long do you think it may take a foreigner to learn Kinyarwanda to level communicate and understand? That's also a very good question. Ever since I came to Rwanda here, I've seen foreigners who are speaking Kinyarwanda, and it's not an easy language. In my guesstimation right now, it takes a few years, and that depends on your level of dedication and if you're staying in Rwanda or not. But it already depends on, you really have to want it. There's I started teaching Kinyarwanda on YouTube in 2017, and I thought, I'm not a teacher, I'm just a regular guy here who knows some Kinyarwanda, and I thought I can do some beginner level, But until this day, I've yet to find someone who's actually has done it better than I have. And I'm actually, let me just put it out there. I'm looking for someone who's a true Kinyarwanda teacher who can teach not only beginners but intermediate and advanced people. Because I'm not a teacher on that level. I did not learn Kinyarwanda on a university. So I know the beginnings. I can teach beginners, no problem. But when it gets to intermediate and advanced people, I don't. So I'm still looking for someone who is on that level. We can do something together. We can make a course and have it served out there. Because personally, I'm passionate about this thing, because language is one of those things that connects you to the country directly. And more specifically, I know many Rwandans out there who are like me, who grew up outside of Rwanda and did not have the opportunity to learn the language from their parents or from their environment. But now at 20, 30, some even almost 40, they find it difficult to learn it now, and especially to teach to their child. So yeah, looking for some Rwandan teacher who has experience in teaching foreigners, teaching people on a higher level, to do something with that. And hopefully we could be able to teach a foreigner Rwanda, let's say in less than a year, because I think you can learn French in less than a year. Technically, according to what I found from polyglots, people who speak a lot of like 7+ languages, they say you can learn about 90% of a language in 3 months, 95 in about 2 years, I believe. So you understand, in 3 months you can already have like a big jump. So for me, being modest, I would say, yeah, I would like to have a course where people can learn Kinyarwanda in like 6 months. Hello, how are you doing? Oh dear, you caught all my attention. I forgot I was watching her. Okay, no problem. You can rewatch it. Just coming around. Thank you for the super chat. Keep up the good work. Keep moving for the YouTube channel. Thank you, guys. I love this kind of support when people say this kind of stuff. Okay, guys. Good night. Thank you all for hanging out with me. News was like lovely. Check up. I'm coming up with a new video soon about the guy who gave me the 1 million Rwandan francs. It should be coming tomorrow or 1st of May, and no later than that. But good night, guys, from Dubai. The wonderful work you're doing. Keep following. Okay, will do, guys. From what I'm getting, I should do this more often. What I was asking, like, you need to be a Rwandan citizen to buy a house in Rwanda. No, the quick answer, no, you don't need to be a Rwandan citizen to buy a house in Rwanda. No, there are many people are buying. Good night, guys. Good day, wherever you are. I would like to see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and watch out for the next video that's coming soon. And bye bye. Bye, Ijoro Giza. Yes, almost. Okay, guys. Good night. Bye bye.